Okay, Bentley and I are down here by the pool walking and talking. And another thing I was trying to remember to talk about is a lot of people, content creators on YouTube, they're going through life changes, from surgeries to people dying and business changes and all kinds of stuff. And they're basically saying it's time for a change, right? Because we can't continue the pace that we've been doing for the last 15 years. And I'm like, yeah, that's a problem because, 15 years ago, you're what, 30 years old? Now you're 45? Yeah. And then another 10 years go by and then you're 55. And all those times you spent in carpool and pick up and drop off, that's a thing still for a lot of folks, but folks in their 50s, that's a thing in the past because, well, their kids are at college or they're graduated and they're 28 years old now and they moved to a different city. How's that? In fact, they don't even live in the same city that you raised them, your kids. Talking about these people. Hang on, Boo-Boo, come here. Speaking of carpool, they got carpool pickup in our street here. Is like, come on, we're not going that way. There's too many cars. Kind of reminds me when I was taking Bentley to go get Ariana and Noah, my kids, my children, at school. And I thought that was pretty cool because I saw other parents bringing their dogs to pick up their kids, and their dogs got to play with other people. And other people got to see your puppy, and my daughter, she was really happy to see her puppy. And I was one of those dads that I had snacks inside the car and juice boxes. So when the kids get home, they don't have to be hunting through the refrigerator looking for a snack. They're in traffic eating their chips or their juice box. That's what I mean about change. People are changing. They're not in their car with their kids. And everything's different. So the stuff that these folks were doing 10 years ago, well, they ain't doing that anymore. So they're changing their YouTube channel. Oh, there goes a big bird. I think it's a hawk. Red-tailed hawk. You got a lot of critters in this neighborhood. Anyhow, so as I'm learning and going here on YouTube, I hear these other people that's been doing it for 15 years, and they're cutting other channels and they're combining a couple of their channels. They have it together like a husband and wife team. One does one thing and one does another thing. And then I read some of the comments, and there's a lot of pushback. People saying, well, I'm just going to unsub from your channel because I don't want to hear your wife talk about this, and I don't want to hear you talk about that. We came here because you were delivering content that we enjoyed watching, and that's 15 years ago. Things change, man. People are gonna have to wake up and say, the old man ain't got it anymore. The old mare, she ain't got it anymore, right? And it's sad, actually, because some of the changes taking place are not very positive changes. Some people, I think they fake it to make it, to look like they can do the same thing they've been doing for the last 15 years. And honestly, there's some people out there that are crying, talking about how things are changing on their platform, and they just can't deliver it because there might be like an empath. If you don't know what that is, Google it, right? There might be an empath, and they pick up on pain differently than most people. If you're an empath, you would know. And they just can't deliver the bad news anymore. They gotta change their platform, because 15 years ago, delivering bad news was just delivering bad news. But now, 15 years down the road, they're broken down and beaten up, and they're just a bag of pain right now. So I'm thinking, how do people get past that 15-year barrier, making a positive change in their life? Because, I think, looks like someone burned out there. Wow, there's still snow there. People find a way to make things happen, and other people that don't find a way to make things happen, they get left behind. And now I know how you got the grumpy old man. Now I know how you got the hermit old ladies. Now I know how people don't want to play with other people. And I read another article where they say 5 out of 10 people find a way to stay away from talking and interacting with other people. They just won't interact or talk to other people. That's a problem, man. I think that's where you experience kind of like a Jerry Maguire thing. Is it a breakthrough or a breakdown? Maybe it's both. But at the end of the day, I think it's a breakdown, because you're just not going out any further than where you've been. Kind of like when you're offshore fishing. When you're young, 30 miles is no big deal. When you're old, 10 miles is your limit. Sometimes you just go inshore. Sometimes you just go to Publix and get whatever they got on sale for the day for fish, and take it home and put it in the grill. Oh well, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I know I'm rambling, but I'm getting ideas, and I'm trying to figure out how to go to the next 15-year mark here. All right, we'll see you back at the ranch. Bentley's itching this stuff here, so I guess I better get him. Hey, no more itching.